Good evening from Pleasant Plains High School. This is the IHSA Boys 2A Sectional Final, and this is QND Raider Basketball on MechaSportsCo.com. And welcome everybody as we get ready for tonight's action here from Pleasant Plains. The Raiders come in 29-1, averaging over 62 points a game, giving up just under 44. They beat Pleasant Plains and North Mac in the regionals and Roxanna in the semifinal 59-47. And in that ball game only gave up 24 points the last three quarters after giving up 23 points in the first quarter. Rochester Rockets, they come in 19-12 after beating a very tough Staunton team 52-49. They beat Riverton and Williamsville in the regionals to win the regional. They're averaging under 58 points a game, giving up about 53 a game on tonight's matchup here. And this is what we like, and this is where you want to be, and this is where Coach Pettit is. And Coach, we got a good matchup. Every matchup in the postseason is a good matchup because you know everybody's bringing their best, because when it's over, the team that loses goes home.
Well, the first thing that I saw, was they have, 8 or 9 kids that you don't lose a whole lot off of, when they're getting after it. Looking at the Springfield Register Star, whatever it is, they did like a hockey line, substitution pattern, bring in 3 to 4 at a time, 3 to 4 at a time, and they held Staunton to 49 points. And Staunton, 29-3 coming in. Great win for Rochester. This is one of the teams that the Raiders have played that I think can match up with them on their length, what they come off the bench. So this is going to be a good ball game tonight. I mean, they don't look at the 19-12 record. This is going to be a good ball game.
Many of those losses came early in the season because their football team goes on to state, and that's where the big matchup has been in the past. Notre Dame Rochester in postseason football, going back at least 15 years for some of the great matchups, and Rockets have had some awesome quarterbacks here. But we're talking basketball tonight, and it's the sectional final right here in Pleasant Plains. We'll have more of it as we're at the Sleep Tight Mecha Mobile Studio. Sleep Tight, better bed, less money, Quincy and Jacksonville. And when we return, we'll hear from the coach's comments, brought to you by the Cunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. It's the QND Raiders. And I always want to say Pleasant Plains and the Rochester Rockets right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
And welcome back to the pregame show. Now time for the coach's comments, brought to you by the Cunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. And with me, head coach of the Raiders, Greg Olomix. And here we are, sectional night, final night. Good stuff here. And if you can get here, and I guess we had a little trouble getting here.
Yeah, we had little bus issues around New Salem that just decided it was going to stop. So fortunately, we had a lot of parents ahead of us and behind us, and so some circled back, others just pulled over, and we got everybody loaded up and got everybody here in good time.
I just talked to Xavier Douglas, and I said, now did you get in the first car to make sure you were here? So in case the rest of the guys weren't here, you'd be in the starting lineup. You know him, big smile on his face.
Yeah, we actually, one of the sophomore parents was the first one on the scene, and one of the sophomores said, hey, everybody that's important, let's go. And so, they kind of prioritized according to who started, but the thing was we figured we'd have enough rides and get here in plenty of time, but they wanted to make sure we had our starters here.
Good stuff out there. All right, let's go back to the other night. Good ball game as we played Roxanna. Impressive, as we talked about in the postgame, was the 3 quarters after the first. We gave up 23 in the first. We gave up only 24 the rest of the game, and only one guy, Marbury scored once in the second half, but only one guy scored and their other 3 scorers did not score. We stifled them the whole game.
And that's huge for us. Our guys maintained their composure and then understood that, we got to pick it up on the defensive end. We want to get up and down, but we've got to play better defense than that. And they did. They did a great job. They understand what they need to do. And, fortunately, makes my job a little bit easier as a coach. And, you don't have to call those early timeouts because the guys understand what they need to do. It's like, if you don't have something to tell them, just let them go.
And by this time, they better have figured it out as we're down here. All right, we got Rochester tonight. Looked at records, everybody thought, wow, they got 12 losses. Play a tougher schedule in the conference. What'd you see out of them? Of course, beating Staunton the other night.
Well, they've got a great squad. They're missing, some of their losses early were due to football players, getting there late and, a couple injuries they were nursing coming off football season. But they played well down the stretch, and, we're going to have our hands full tonight. We're going to be ready to play.
Every night it is that way. You come, advance, and move on. And so for tonight, same way. Hopefully the Raiders will pick it up on D. We'll catch you after the ball game.
Sounds great. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
And that's Greg Altmix. His comments are brought to you by the QND Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. When we return, it's the Raiders and the Rockets right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
QND Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit QND Honda.
And QND Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit QND Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how QND makes it easy.
It's that time of year and spring is right around the corner. With Best Kept Sod Farm Services, you can rest assured that our team of landscape professionals will provide all of your landscaping needs. We offer sod sales, delivery, and installation, and also full-service landscaping solutions and property maintenance to achieve that desirable curb appeal. Don't wait. Call or text Best Kept Sod Farm today at 217-779-0620 to discuss your landscaping needs.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Whole house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
And welcome back, Pleasant Plains, Wellman, and Pettit. It's the Mecca Sports Co. pregame show. As we get out here, a lot of people out, as we saw Greg Halbelieb and Tim, both down there with 1450 out of Springfield, calling the game tonight. Had a chance to talk to them a little bit there, and good friends with Ted Wolf and Bill Trine, who were here the other night. Not sure if they'll get out here, but after that ball game the other night, Coach, George Schultz gave me a call, and between him and Mark Bernbrock and Kirk Franklin, they were all talking amongst, and George and I had a nice conversation. He finally said, maybe I'd let you drive, which was nice. But I just had Pam Schaefer and her husband say, I was just with the Franklins in Texas. We were listening to your game the other night from Texas. So a shout out to all those people out there. Also, Jim Hummert, he's always giving us shout outs. And today he says, here we go, Raiders, here we go. And if you shout that out, you got to shout out Ray Wheeler, who has been saying that for a little longer than Hummert and us. So shout outs to Hummert and Ray Wheeler as well. And I also, from classmates of ours, Greg and Terry Leonard gave a shout-out today, and call it the way you see it. So we always do, which is always kind of nice out there, Coach. And how are we going to see tonight? And with Rochester, the Oranges in one end zone down here to our right, you can't get behind too many times in ball games. And the other night we got behind in a night fight, but you really would like to get ahead and sustain a lead throughout the game.
Well, this is a battle-tested, Rochester team. Playing in the Central State 8 or whatever they want to call that, against your Decatur MacArthur, who is a threat to win 3A. Jacksonville just got beat by East St. Louis, but can't be ashamed of that. You've got Sacred Heart Griffin. I think Springfield, aren't they playing for a sectional championship tonight?
I did not see if they won on. I missed them.
You know, I mean, but they've been playing very well lately. You know, this is a battle-tested team, and they go 9 deep, running people in and out at you, you know, getting after it, and, you know, the pressure defense. They held Staunton to like 49 points, you know, which is very, very good, you know, with a team that averages a little bit more. So, yeah, I mean, this is going to be a test tonight, you know, especially I almost think this is like a home game for Rochester, although I see QND out here well represented, you know, but, yeah, this is going to be a heck of a game.
Should be there. Now, one difference I thought than the teams with Roxana, they've got one big scorer out there, and I love it because Cordell and Cornell are twins, but they're spelled K-H, Ordell and Ornell. And then they've got a brother that's Corbin, starting with K-H as well. But you've got the one at 16-1, and he's done a lot. But then you drop down to Eli Cox, the junior, at 6'5" for 9'6". And then you got three guys around 7, where some of the teams we played have had more people scoring, but you might have mentioned it there by running the bodies in to play defense to give breaks for these guys.
Well, you know, the thing I look at, they got, you know, 6'5". Bruce, you know, is probably one of their best three-point shooters. Last game they played, when they beat Staunton, he was 6 out of 12 from the three-point line, the 6'5" kid. You got to find out. They got 3 three-point shooters that you got to find. Other than that, they don't shoot very many threes. You know, they're more drive and, you know, get to the hole. So, yeah, I mean, Bruce, 6'5", and then you got Beal, 6'6", senior, 4.2 a game, 4.3 rebounds a game. You know, so you got 3 guys that are going to bang underneath, you know, and with the rotation, you know, that they're probably going to do, you know, this is going to be a challenge, you know, for the QND Raiders.
Basketball at State going on with the girls. Yesterday was 1 and 2A. And congratulations to Pleasant Plains. The Cardinals got 3rd place. Also congratulations to Brown County. They got 3rd place in 1A. Drove through there on the way up there. Streets are lined with their flags are all down the street poles, and they are basically green and white checkered flags. Excellent.
Well, a little shout out also of the Byron Tigers, where I used to coach. The girls are playing for the state championship, I believe, on Saturday.
And you've got, on top of that, you've got Chatham Glenwood. Lady Raiders have gone to state and got trophies 3 out of the last 5 years. The only 2 years Chatham's been in the championship game. They got 2nd last. They're going to have a chance at that tomorrow to get 1st as well. So, and I'm going to give the Lady Raiders at halftime a shout out to every one of them as we're getting ready for the game to start here in the starting lineups. After, of course, the national anthem, and as we always say, stand, face the flag, take your hat off, hand across the heart, and honor our country, our flag, and those who fight for us every day with our national anthem. And as you can tell there, the fans are already ready for this one. Coach, I got a great link here when we get to the staff of Rochester. Tony Gavin graduated in 2001 from Rochester. Then he went on to play at Culver Stockton College. Had a great career there. He married Beth Bunty from Payson. I just talked to her uncle out there he played a lot of fast pitch with. He said, yes, that is my niece who married Gavin, and he's been here 7 years now. Put together quite a program. Here's your starting lineup for the Rockets, 19-12 on the season. Number 2, Cordell Gregory, 5'10" sophomore.
He's the player.
Number 4, Nate Swaney, 6-foot junior. Number 5, Eli Cox, 6'5" junior. Number 22, Corbin Gregory, 5'8" senior. And Cale Bruce, 6'5" junior. Check that, senior. That is Kai, isn't it? K-A-I. You can't tell if that's an I or not. And as we just mentioned, Tony Gavin, the head coach for the Rockets. They're in their road orange, trimmed in black and white, like many teams you've seen, Beardstown, Palmyra. Here come the Raiders in their home white, trimmed in blue and gold. Bo F-Tank, the senior, number 2, the shooter, heading off to play golf at ISU. The playmaker, number 12, TJ Togarepi, 6'1" sophomore. The QU commit, Jace Allensworth, number 14, 6'3" senior. Robbie Reed taking the defensive role out there, number 22, a 6'5" senior. And rounding it out, you know it, Don Schuette's grandson. Gavin Dolman wears number 30. Dolman, a 6'3" senior. Head coach Greg Altmix, assisted by Alex and Jordan, his sons. Jonas Petty, Chuck Vemberlo, Dustin Carrier, Ron Kinshirf even hanging out as well. Raiders will go left to right on your dial, computer, TV.
Well, I tell you what, last game against Staunton, Rochester started out really fast. You know, I think we got control tempo and get after it early, you know, for us to be successful tonight.
In the center circle, Cox against Dolman for ND. Raiders going left to right on your dial. No big tip is there, and it is won by the Raiders. Allensworth tracked it down, gives the TJ Togarepi. Man-to-man coming from the Rockets. Right side, Robbie Reed. Picked up after 2 dribbles, out to Dolman. 5 on the perimeter. Reed made a cut as Togarepi has it at half court. Check that in between the circles. Dolman. Ball's tipped away again. Dolman's there. Couple of the same officials, so I expect a good physical game. Allensworth, nice spin move to the hole, but it's blocked. Weak side, Robbie Reed. His is partially blocked. And a rebound comes away. Rockets running. And a block shot at the other end. Out of bounds, Gavin Dolman blocks Gregory's shot. 3 blocks on 2 hits.
Yeah, well, they're going to let them play tonight, so, you know, the kids are going to decide the game on the court.
That's what we want to hear. I told you the one guy right here behind us from the other night, saw him. Ball will go into the backcourt. Running back there to get it, Swaney, number 4.
I can't sit down and watch this game. I'm sorry.
You're in the top row, ready to move.
I apologize.
Good job by Allensworth, taking Swaney. Backdoor cut's not there. It was tipped by Allensworth and Reed. Here come the Raiders with the basketball. 1 minute into this game. Togarepi changes speeds, stops on the block. F-Tank drives. F-Tank to the hole, good. Bo F-Tank made a good drive to the hole, got the gap. Raiders lead 2-0.
Well, they know he's the shooter. You know, he shot faked out the 3-point line and then took it in for the easy look.
Swaney, the move and the little runner in the lane, no good. Togarepi out to Gavin Dolman. Dolman almost had it taken away. Tracked it back down.
Bring it out.
F-Tank getting double teamed. And under the basket, Robbie Reed wide open. They were overplaying. Reed gets the basket. Give the assist to F-Tank. 4-0. Raiders with the lead. In, back out. Oh, and a 3-pointer. That's Corbin Gregory, one of the Gregorys. He's the oldest one.
Yep, he's
hits a 3.
Senior.
4-3, Raiders still with the lead. 6:10 left first quarter. Robbie Reed loses his footing. Ball's tipped out, but Gavin Dolman gets it. Gavin all the way to the basket. Gavin with a little scoop shot. Dolman scores. Raiders like the pace, up 6-3, putting some full court pressure.
Good effort.
F-Tank with a steal. Dolman to the basket. Count it. Steal by F-Tank. Give the assist to F-Tank. Give Dolman the basket. Raiders lead 8-3. 2 minutes into this one.
Defense into offensive transition. Very quick.
Swaney gets in the lane. Oh, partially blocked, flying by him. And Dolman hit him on the arm. Swaney gets the bucket.
Oh, if you're going to foul him like that, you bring the arm down. Don't let him get it up to the shot, up to the basket for a three-point play.
Silent the Raiders for a second there. First foul of the game goes to Dolman. Tony Gavin wants a timeout, takes it for Rochester. A full timeout. We'll keep it here. The pace of the game so far. I like the Raiders. Now, you look at both teams. Raiders score about 63. And on the other side, I lost my notes there, 58 almost. So Rochester will like to put it up there. They give up a few more points, but really balanced between the two teams.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be one of those games, on a neutral court, even though I don't know if I consider this a neutral court. Are there more Notre Dame fans
I don't think
here or Rochester?
Oh, I'd say when you heard the first initial roars, it sounded like Notre Dame, to tell you the truth, because all up here in the top by us is Notre Dame. Left is Notre Dame, down there is Rochester, so we have a good look there. Lots of orange on the other side, lots of blue and gold on our side. Forgot to check the color of the shoes of the players, since we always have fun with that. Rochester comes out with fluorescent orange, fluorescent lime, yellow.
I see a purple out there too.
Yes, indeed. And for the Raiders, all white shoes. Nicely done. Match the uniforms. 5:45 left, first quarter. Raiders lead 8-5. Swaney will have a chance at the blue collar three. He hit the layup. And the fans are right there for us. No good. Oh, it's tipped out. Raiders did a great job of screening out. Problem is, nobody went after the ball.
Well, nobody went after the free throw shooter who got the rebound and then went up again.
Reed, I thought, did a great job of straight up and down. They call him for the foul.
We had two good screens underneath, but nobody got at the line. And that's the first place you got to go.
Swaney missed that last one, but he makes the first one this time. Well, and down low, we did a great job of screening out.
Oh, a great job.
And the ball hit the floor before Swaney got in there for it. Second one up is good, so gets a break there, 2 shots in a row. Raiders lead by 1, full court pressure being applied. Jace Allensworth across the timeline. Allensworth bounces it in. Togarepi's on the block, tried to go up, lost the hand on the ball, and then Rochester saved the ball. Cox saved it, and it hit Togarepi in the foot, went out of bounds.
Man, if they're going to have Gregory at 5'10 and guarding Allensworth, put him down on the block. Let's get an easy shot.
Full court pressure being applied. Oh, almost lost the ball. Picked it up on the muff. Bringing across Corbin Gregory to the right side with Togarepi on him. Oh, Reed with a steal in the passing lane. Gets it to Dolman.
Lazy play by Rochester.
Allensworth, right wing. Flips it over to the left side. Togarepi somehow gets it. Reed's down on the block. Double team.
Bring it out.
Robbie kicks it out. Bo F tag. No good on the three. Good look there.
Good look. Hey, paint touches. Wide open three looks.
Reed had the battle between a triple team. Swaney in the lane. And a travel this time. All right, now remember what we did against Roxana. A lot of ball fakes from them, especially Stem, but he's a big guy.
Yep.
A lot of ball fakes from Swaney so far. He had the layup had he not traveled. So stay on the floor.
Swaney doesn't look nothing like that cat from Roxana the other night.
He's a guard, but he likes to do a lot of ball fakes. Raiders get it into the half-court set. Allensworth drives down the lane. Oh, and he went down to Reed. Reed lost the handle, but then he got to Allensworth. Allensworth shot the reverse layup and missed. And the Raiders miss a point-blank opportunity. Gregory lost the handle of the ball.
Allensworth just shot the first time he got it down low.
In the half-court set, Raiders man-to-man. With the basketball is Cordell Gregory. Trying to back in. Kicks it out to Corbin. Corbin pulls up 15-footer. No good, rolls in and out. Togarepi the rebound for the Raiders.
Once again, good box outs on the defensive end.
Oh, long pass there to Gavin Dolman. And Dolman looked like it went off his foot, but it went off of one of the Rockets. So the Raiders will have the ball. We'll have 3 guys coming in now. You'll get Cornell Gregory. Also, you'll bring in Reese, I said Gotti. And then he's coming back out, so must have something wrong jersey-wise or that, maybe. He wore a black jersey underneath. Not sure they really Everybody else is wearing orange. Maybe that was it. 4:19 left in the first.
They get a little goofy on stuff like that.
Box out of bounds play. Allensworth wide open, gets fouled from behind, and Jace will go to the line. Following him on the weak side, Brooks Gavin, and that is Tony Gavin's son. I believe he is a junior, coach, if I'm not mistaken. Senior. Allensworth on the line to shoot 2. First one for the Raiders tonight. Uses every part of the rim of the backboard, is good. Allensworth will have one more. That stopped a mini 4-point run by the Rockets. Second one, good, nothing but net. 10-7, substitution. Sully Walker's checking in. Gavin Dolman will get a break. Reed, Allensworth, Toga Reppy, and F-Tank stay in with 4:18 left in the first. Raiders lead 10-7.
Allensworth against any of the Gregories, put him down on the block.
Yep, they're all a little smaller here. Corbin, the senior, a little taller. Check that. That's actually Cordell. Ball out with the Raiders playing. Sully Walker, no switch there. Now a 20-foot plus. Three-pointer is good. Long distance from Cornell Gregory. He's only averaging about 6-7 a game, but now we got a 10-10 tie. Togarepi in the set. Left side, down to the short corner. Back out to Allensworth. Allensworth all the way to the hole for the layup, but you're not going to get it because they'll call a foul against the Rockets.
On the drive.
That will go against Cornell Gregory. You got that.
Oh, yeah, you're going to have fun with that one.
You got that one right. Cornell,
you can't
Corbin.
say K
or you just can't say Gregory. Left side F-Tank out of bounds. Backs out behind Reed. He's working against Gregory. Gregory takes the ball away. That's Cordell. All the way to the basket. Blocked against the basket. Oh, my. Allensworth gets the distance, blocks the shot up at the backboard, and the official called contact. And I got to agree with the fans on that one. There was distance. He blocked it from behind.
Yeah, I don't think there was any contact on that one.
And that was not our official we had the other night. That's Jace's first. Third against the Raiders.
Coach Altmix isn't very happy right now.
I would not be either. From where we saw, and there you go, missed free throw. That usually will tell you that.
Well, wait, he had a better view than we did.
But Allensworth from here, we had space there blocking that shot from behind. 3:40 left in the first, 10-10. Time to screen out Raiders. Second shot by Cordell Gregory. In the line, Green. He connects on one of two. Gives Rochester lead 11-10. Raiders lost the handle there. Walker was trying to shuffle the pass out. Lost the handle being tipped out. Robbie Reed might have touched it last. So while we pushed it, we didn't get the opportunity on that one. Full court pressure. Almost a double team. There it is, a steal. And it was a great tip. Togarepi got the steal. And then Sully Walker gets the basket. Hands flying everywhere for the Raiders. Raiders doing a great job of pressure. And I tell you, the only way you beat this pressure with the double teams in the lanes is throwing it down deep on these guys, on the Raiders. Reed gets a break. Dolman comes back in, so Togarepi will trigger it with Dolman, Walker, Allensworth all at the left elbow. Bo F-Tank on the right elbow. Flashing code, nobody's there. Dolman will have it left wing. Gavin starts the drive. Oh, and Gavin made a pass. Walker was on the wing, but Sully decided to make a cut to the basket, and that ball went right into the bench of the Rockets. Turnover, Raiders. A little more patience on the offensive side.
The back door's not there. Pull it out, swing the ball, and then look the other side on the back door.
Caden Marth comes in, number 40. He's going to give Togarepi a break right now. 3:14 and counting left in the first quarter. Oh, almost lost a handle on that one. All the way to the basket. Missed the back shot. Reese Cade on that one missed, and then running down the court commits the foul, and that's the mistake compounded on top of the mistake. Not that missing the layup was a mistake, but when it rolled out, you don't come down the court and run alongside the guy and foul. 3:05 left in the first. Raiders lead 12-11. Oh, Jace Allensworth. He tried to cheat. That meant Gavin. Brooks Gavin tried to cheat. Allensworth just beat in the basket. Nobody was there to stop and help out. Raiders still in that man-to-man. Almost a travel right there. Now tipping the ball away. Allensworth. Allensworth did a great job on Brooks Gavin to tip the ball away. And then the Rockets commit the foul right out of that.
Well, Doman picked up the loose ball, started going down the other end for another transition basket, and got fouled.
Brooks Gavin, his second foul. 14 foul against the Rockets with 2:48 left in the first. Raiders lead 14-11. They'll be at the double bonus the rest of the quarter. Ball thrown down the lane. Oh, down behind the block. And thank goodness the Rocket fell out of bounds in the ball game. Tanner Beal.
I'd rather see Walker take that ball and go up strong to the basket, get fouled. You know, maybe get a three-point play and try to make that low bounce pass.
We're trying to make that one extra pass. Out to F-Tank. No, Dolman takes it away before he gets to F-Tank. Bo with the ball, through the legs. Stop there. Allensworth on the right wing. Man-to-man being guarded there. Beal guards him. Check that.
Actually, they're 2-3 right now.
Yep. He was matching up on that one spot. And then taking away, God or Gady took the ball away from Dolman. Here's a 20-footer on the other end. No good.
Oh.
Nice job by Allensworth.
Got lucky on that one.
Beal was going up.
That one could have been an easy rebound and putback, you know, for Rochester.
Tanner Beal went up high to get that ball, and he was going to lay it in. Luckily, Allensworth from behind knocked it out. Rockets ball.
And he didn't get a foul on it, too, so and that's a good thing.
Screen's coming towards the basket, popping up behind the screen on the left side. Three-pointer rattled in and out. Gregory came to Gregory, though. And Gregory again on the rebound. Oh, no. That was definitely Corbin Gregory tipping that ball.
Well, we got to do a better job on the offensive glass.
And that's what Coach Albrecht is saying.
You know what I mean? They gave up two, almost a third.
Rockets basketball under their basket. Four guys all behind the three-point line. Well, check that. One in the post as they go all the way in the backcourt. Cornell Gregory to get it. Gavin Dolman picks him up at the Cardinal in the center circle. Backdoor cut, it's not there. Great job by Robbie Reed. Reed was not only overplaying the pass, but overplayed the backdoor too, if you can overplay both.
Well, yeah, the two brothers were a little discombobulated right there on that one.
Inside 2 minutes left in the half. Togarepi in the backcourt, working against Gregory. That'd be Cornell. Right side, Gavin Dolman. Back to the free throw line. Robbie Reed steps in. Reed to the basket and scores.
Well, Reed going up against 5'8". You know, that's not going to be a good sign for Rochester.
And a steal. Oh, Togarepi gets a steal. He takes it in. They called traveling before. I can't tell you. I saw it because I was scoring the thing when I looked back up, Coach. But
I didn't see it at all.
The fans got it covered there on that for us. 1:42 left. The Raiders are on a 6-point run now, lead 16-11. Still putting full court pressure. At half court, Rowan Stegeman just checked in for the Muscle. You still have Reed, Togarepi, Dolman, and Sully Walker. So got Allensworth and F-Tank getting a break here. Spin move to the basket. Sully Walker blocks the shot. Nice job, Walker. Eli Cox, the 6'5" post player, made a good move. Sully swatted it out of bounds. Out of bounds, trying to lob it in to Cox. They do. Cox starts working against Sully. Makes a spin move, a fadeaway. Wow, nice little fadeaway. Got every bit of that rim to go in. It did go. Raiders still lead by 3 with the basketball. They're getting hounded. Now foul as a Gregory sandwich between Cornell and Corbin.
I'm glad you got that figured out.
That was Corbin,
number
the
1,
senior.
number 2, and number 22.
The most important thing is that was the 5th foul. And so free throws, save that 10 times fast, with 1:16 left in the first.
3 or only 2.
Togarepi gets the shoot 2. Now I like the double bonus rule. I still don't like it. I still like 7 fouls in the half for bonus. Rowan Stegeman comes out. Dolman checks back in. So Dolman or Reed will be in the lane to try to rebound the offensive side. Sully Walker and F-Tank right behind Togarepi. Substitution, Cornell Gregory goes out. Cordell Gregory, so 1 and 2 look alike, except Cordell wears a white headband. Togarepi makes 1 of 2. 17-13, Raiders up by 4. Clock has not moved in the last 5 seconds. There it goes.
Oh. I thought that was ours.
Throwing it off the leg of his own man. 114. The reason that didn't click the first couple seconds is because the ball was still out of bounds. For some reason, they do that. 4 guys on the line all look like they're going to go running sprints. They'll get it inbounds. Gregory brings it across the timeline. In the fluorescent line. And his shot's partially blocked by Gavin Dolman. Togarepi tracks it down. TJ down the left side. Reed, get back to the middle of the floor. Reed gets bumped. And Reed, the official here had his fist ready for a call.
The other guy says traveling.
Called traveling.
Something like that, pull it
Remember
out.
last night.
You got a minute to go. You're up by 4. Pull it out. Shoot a layup. Get foul, go in the basket, 3-point play. Go from there.
Ball's inbounded to Cox. Remember last night, or Tuesday night, Reed got pounded to the floor and got called for traveling there as well.
Well, yeah. Never know what you're going to get.
It's postseason, baby. Driving to the basket, Gregory. Lost the hand on the ball. Made a lot of movement there. No call, but
great job by TJ.
He's got the basketball. Togarepi. And he gets bumped. The ball was taken away by Beal. And a long pass for an easy layup as Cordell Gregory was a snowbird, never came down to play on defense. Playing Iowa basketball in the 6-on-6 girls. Inside 24 seconds. Driving to the basket, getting bumped a few times. Reed, definitely got bumped there. Beal came in and hit him, even though he was straight up in the arms. Maybe a little too physical. Shot, no good there by Cox. Rebounded by Dolman. Walker hits the floor. Dolman's going to go coast to coast. And this time we're going to get a foul. Tanner Beal, his first. And Dolman will go to the line to shoot 2. The pace is frantic. Is that a good word?
Well, I mean, you're looking at, what, a 80 to 65, 70 game right now. Yeah, this is a little bit faster than both teams want to play.
Dolman on the free, though. Good. Nothing but net for Gavin. Substitution. Marth will come in. Reed will go out. On the other side, Corbin will come in for Cordell. That's the Gregory connections.
Well, and like I say, they roll 8, 9 people in at all times.
Dolman's second one good. There you go. Buzzer stops the action. Dolman will come out. Roland Stegeman comes in. 4.4 left in the quarter with a 4-point lead, 19-15. First quarter here at Pleasant Plains, 2A, sectional final. Ball inbounded. Coming up to half court. Throws it up
on the defensive end.
Indeed, at the buzzer, no good. As Bruce took the long 3, we're through one quarter here at Pleasant Plains. It's your QND Raiders 19 and the Rochester Rockets 15. Back with second quarter action right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer-battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back at Pleasant Plains here, Wellman and Pettit. One quarter in the book. Raiders lead 19-15 after one, Coach.
How many free throws did we shoot in the first quarter?
We are 5 out of 6.
5 out of 6.
And the other side is 3 out of 5.
Well, to be honest with you, if we shoot 6 free throws per quarter, that's what I'd like to see is, us taking the ball to the hole hard, getting fouled, and, we'll have our 3-point opportunities, which is very good. But if we shoot 6 a quarter, that's 24 for the game. That's going to be an extra probably 10 points onto this.
Especially if we shoot the way we did the other night.
Yep.
Great job the other night. Second quarter will start off with Rochester's basketball, working right to left. Tanner Beal will throw the ball in. Nate Sweeney, number 4, will be waiting to check it up. One of the Gregorys is in. Cox stays in the ball game, and Bruce. Shot, Sweeney.
Too easy.
Hits the first bucket of the quarter. For the Raiders, Togarepi, F-Tank, Dolman, Reed, and Allensworth. Left short corner. Allensworth throwing to the hole. Allensworth goes down. A delayed call.
Oh, goodness.
delayed big time.
Well, hey, if he wouldn't have called that, he might have got tackled on the way down the other end.
Beal, his second foul, first in the second quarter. I think they figured Allensworth was going to score. He got that ball in the short corner and went so strong. The ball rolled out, and I think both guys hit the floor, and it was like, hey, if two guys hit the floor, we got to call something.
Well, I tell you what, Allensworth, I think, needs to go in there, jump stop right underneath the basket, shot fake it, and then go up through somebody one time. And things will change.
I think that time he just was so strong.
Well, yeah.
Second free throw. Oh, there he goes. Uses every part of it to get in there.
Well, he's got a nice touch on the basketball.
2017. Raiders by 3. 30 seconds in the second quarter. Good job on defense. Backdoor cut wasn't there because Robbie Reed tipped it away with the basketball.
That's one of those deflections that, as a coach, you love to death.
Reese Gade tried to make the play over there. Ball goes in the backcourt to Swaney. Waiting at half court will be Allensworth. Left wing. Now Reed's out there. He's really shutting that down. Gade can't have it, so they have to go to the right side. Now they take it down the block, trying to post up Togarepi with Corbin Gregory. Dolman stays down. The runner for the left hand, no good. Dolman gets the rebound. Gavin brings it up court. Gavin kicks it out to Allensworth on the right side.
Slow it down.
They switch to the left side. Partially blocked was F. Tanks. Bo looked like he thought maybe the arm. Either way, it came up short. In the lane. Shot good. Double pumping as Eli Cox gets the basket. Raiders still lead by 1. Inside 7 minutes in the first half as Togarepi brings it up the timeline. All the way down to the baseline. Reed off the glass. Rolls out. Allensworth tips it twice. Count it. And they're going to wave it off. Allensworth jumped up, tipped it. Both guys went straight up. They're going to call Allensworth with the foul. So get rid of the basket and give Jace his second foul. What a tough play there. You get a tip ball. Both guys are straight up. And instead of getting the bucket and one, you turn around and you've got your second foul.
Well, it means Allensworth's going to have to sit down here for, 3-4 minutes. 2-3 minutes here.
Swaney to the basket. Oh, no. Swaney made a move to the basket. Togarepi was a foot away from him with a block shot. That is the second or third block shot I've seen they've called a foul on. Togarepi is first, and I don't mean that as a Raider announcer. I mean that was pathetic. There was space between Togarepi and that block shot. 6:30 left first half. Swaney's going to get a bucket on that for a free throw. Tied at 20. That is the second or third block, coach, that Allensworth from behind I could see because he was from behind, a walker on that one. Second one, no good. On the back, no call. Swaney made a spin dribble. Dribbled it off his leg.
Well, I think he dribbled it off of Dolman's leg, but we got a call, so.
Boy, I'm surprised on the rebounding there on the back on rebounds. It's one thing to allow good physical play. 6:25 left, 20-20. Raiders with the basketball. F-Tank in the backcourt. Swaney's on him. F-Tank gets up. Gets in the air. You don't do that. Tipping the ball away. Reese Gade. Reverse layup. All the way down. He scores. Gets the steal and the score. It's a 5-point run. Now a 2-point lead by Rochester. It's one thing to put good offensive pressure down on the Rochester team, but they're doing the same thing we do. They're rushing us up that we're making that bad pass, when we're trying to get up in the air, trying to move it down court so fast. At the elbow, Reed got pushed. Then Reed got fouled, but they'll get it on the second one. Robbie Reed to go to the line to shoot 2.
Good shot fake out there, 12 foot from the basket. Then he got it, took it to the hole hard, got fouled.
Foul win against Kai Bruce, his first. Second team foul on Rochester. They're tied up 2-2 with 5:50. Reed at the line. I really thought that on the drive, he got checked even. Robbie says that's all right. Make a free throw.
Well, it's a very physical game here tonight.
Yes, it
sectional
is.
fouls, as the longer we go, the more physical it's going to get.
Reed with the second one. Substitution comes in. I think Beal came back in. I didn't see who came out for the Rockets. Gavin sits down. Reed second one, no good. Walker tips it. And last touched it by Sully Walker. Rockets get the basketball.
You need that kind of effort on the offensive end.
Walker, Togarepi, Reed, Dolman, and F-Tank in for the Raiders right now. Swaney across the timeline trying to work against Togarepi. Almost tipped away by Reed. Gets it inside. Lost the handle. Now passes. That wasn't a lost handle. That was just a good pass to Tanner Beal on the opposite block. Raiders down by 3. That was a good look by Swaney. F-Tank on the left wing. Cutting into the lane. Dolman turnaround shot, no good. Gavin gets the rebound, loses the rebound. Ball goes off. Last touch by Dolman. Rochester gets the basketball. 5:18 left, first half action. Pretty good packed house here. Upper deck has a few spots here and there. Long pass to Beal. Beal blocked from behind by Robbie Reed. Beal had beaten the first man, Sully Walker. Reed hustled down and blocked the shot from behind. And Coach Altmix wants to have a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one here with 5:04 left in the first half. The Rockets 24, the Raiders 21. Back with more on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argobright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argobright Electric. Home rewiring? Argobright Electric. Full house generators? All it takes is one call to Argobright Electric. 224-5557.
Back here at Pleasant Plains, Wellman and Pettit. Action after one quarter, Raiders led 19-15. Raiders had a 6-point run in the middle of that quarter. Had a lead of 20-17 before the 5-point run of Rochester. Gave them a 2-point lead. They've extended that to 3 points with 5:04 left in the first half. Out of the timeout, Cordell Gregory comes out with Swaney, Cox, Beal, and rounding it out still down low is Bruce. For the Raiders, Togarevi with the ball with F-Tank out high. High post Dolman. Right corner Robbie Reed. Down the left block, Jace Allensworth. Right side Reed. Back to the top. Playing against the 2-3 zone. F-Tank as Cordell gets him into the high post. Reed back out. Top of the key. Dolman. Good! Inside out. Robbie Reed gets the assist. Dolman with the three-pointer. Brought to you by Woodmart Building Center since 1978. Your project planner. WoodmartBuildingCenter.com. Jace Allensworth with a steal. Dolman inside. Ball bounces. Back out to F-Tank. Bo.
Patience.
Resetting the offense. Oh, they call it traveling?
I didn't see that
All right, I didn't see it either. So Allensworth's going to go out. Checking will be Sully Walker. Yeah, again, I guess I missed that one. Ball inbounded right into the front court. Pulling up. Way too close. And then jumping over was Eli Cox. We didn't screen him out. Cox got a tip from behind our man.
Well, we screened him out, but it was too close to the basket, and he finished it off. Robbie
Reed needs some help. Bo F-Tank goes to help him with 4 minutes left in the first half. Togarepi going against the Gregory with the lime shoes. The fluorescent. The lights go out, you'll know where he's at. That's Cordell.
I think they all have lime shoes on, if I'm not mistaken. Well, we'll check it out here.
Lime. The rest of them are all white. And then you got the orange. I love the fluorescent orange by Cox. They match up the mascots. F-Tank with the ball. Down on the block. Gavin turns in front. Kicks it back out to Bo. Resetting the offense for the Raiders. Allensworth off the right side behind the arc. Takes Cox in. Takes him in again. And a foul call. Two guys were in there. As he got Cox on the first turn. And Cox will be called for the foul. His first. Third team foul against the Rockets. Raiders have 2 in the second quarter with 3:41 left in the half. Allensworth back to the line to shoot 2.
Well, they almost have to have one of those 6'5", 6'6" dudes, guarding him on that spin move because, the smaller guys aren't going to be able to guard him.
Jace's first rebound rolls in out, pops out actually. A little hard. Allensworth will have another one. Second one good for Jace. At the line tonight, he's 4 out of 6. Raiders within 1. Substitutions back and forth. Back in the ball game. Reese Gade. Checking out was Beal. For the Raiders, Marth checks back in. Allensworth checked out on that one. He guards the fluorescent shoes. Boy, they were bright. Looks like a highlighter. Driving to the hole, driving through anybody. Partially blocked by Dolman. Nice job, Dolman, on the help. That extra Eurasian move gave time for Gavin to block the shot. F-Tank on the right wing. Closed in on him was Gabe. Back out to Dolman. Back on the perimeter. TJ will come get it. Approaching 3 minutes left in the half.
Good patience on this offensive.
F-Tank out on the right side to Reed. Robbie Reed, his three almost there. But Togarepi fights for the rebound. Then Reed flashes down. The save is Dolman. First it was the Rockets, and the Raiders will have the possession again. TJ through the hole, to the basket, foul. Did not get it to score. TJ will shoot two. Tell you, a couple of good opportunities there. We were point blank, continued. Robbie Reed went over his own man to try to get that ball. Rockets saved it, and then we saved it too.
Well, once again, the effort, on the offensive glass, rebounding is effort, period. And that was a great set, by the QND Raiders.
Togarepi ties the ball game. Swaney checks out, as well as Bruce. Checking in is Corbin Gregory. All three Gregorys in there, Corden, Cordell, and Corbin. And Togarepi.
Now we got two lime greens and one white.
There we go, yeah.
Yeah, I told you.
1 and 2 both have the same.
Two sophomores.
The highlighter.
The two sophomores.
Well, that's what you want to be, a highlight. 2:48 and counting left, first half, 27-26, Raiders with the lead.
Number 2 is a highlight.
He is. Cordell with the basketball, crossover. He does the hop, and then he creates a foot and a pivot foot. Togarepi gets the weak side rebound. Trying to steal it from behind. Togarepi, Bo F-Tank made a good cut to the basket. Had his shot blocked, but he got his own rebound.
What are you trying to do?
And then Togarepi tried to pull a Larry Bird and tried to throw the blind pass over his shoulder. The problem was it hit the rocket and went right out of bounds. Thank goodness. I do like when Larry Bird does that.
Larry Bird's one of the few that I like making that pass.
Yes.
Period.
Walker and Marth go out. Raiders have it, box out of bounds play. Reed on the right side gets it to Togarepi. TJ to the basket. TJ all the way to the basket. Good. TJ used the opportunity there on the double team to take it to the basket. 29-26.
That's one thing, gets those 2-3 zones. You've got those alleys that you can attack. And if you do that, do it well, you're going to be very successful.
Hit the seams. 2 minutes left in the half. Raiders by 3. To the left side, Corbin Gregory brings it out to 14 feet, sends it over to the right side. Eli Cox with the pass on the left now. He's got Allensworth on him. Jace doing a heck of a job. Almost a push-off by Bruce, actually. Corbin Gregory hesitated, then he goes in with a short little hook. No good. Raiders went in hard. Togarepi didn't get the rebound, but Dolman was there. And then confused, Reese Gade does it again and commits the foul 80 feet from the basket, and it's the 5th foul.
Well, that's one thing about this Rochester team. They're going to go at you aggressively, on the defensive end and try to get steals because they go so deep on the bench.
And on the fouls, looking at it, we've got 4 guys with 2 fouls over there. Gavin, Gady, Bruce, and Beal. For the Raiders, 1 guy, Allensworth, with 2 fouls. Reed goes out. Also, Allensworth goes out. Marth and Walker check in.
Well, we don't want Allensworth to pick up foul number 3.
Gavin checks out on the other side with 1:36. Dolman missed the first. He's got 1 more free throw. Gavin's second free throw. Good. He's 3 out of 4 tonight.
Done a nice job of coming back here in the last 3 minutes of this quarter.
30-26 with a minute and a half left for the half. Raiders lead by 4. In man-to-man, Sully Walker. He's got Corbin Gregory. Flashing over was Bruce. Back to Cox at the top. Cox comes left side. Gregory's trying to go against Marth. Dolman. Oh, Dolman, great. Boy, I wish he'd have stayed down, though. Gavin got up in the air and blocked the shot. But getting up in the air, you're not going to get the call, even though you do, control your space. Dolman, his second foul.
Foul number 3. He moved out well to try to take the charge, but they tried to block the shot instead. So, Great job defensively by the Raiders.
I like
moving their feet.
I like the fact that he took the hit and blocked the shot. And Gregory missed the free throw. Back to my theory again. I love that. What a scientific theory. Reed comes back in as well as F-Tank with 118. Allensworth as well. And Dolman, all four in the lane. Togarepi in the front court. Now he'll be right at half court. Got a screen out first. Up by 4.
I kind of like the pace of the game. You know, we're in the midst here of a 65-point game. That's where I think we need to be in order to be successful.
No good. Dolman got the rebound, got it to F-Tank, almost tipped away.
Slow it down.
Swaney, watch Swaney's hands there, Bo. Togarepi gets the ball now, brings it up. Oh, and he had Swaney with a hesitation. Reed going to the basket. Off the basket, good! Reed all the way to the hole. Robbie did a good job of getting beyond the guards.
Well, that's 6'5" going against 6 foot. So
a travel out high. It's a three-pointer though. Luckily, he didn't call the travel, and the Raiders got the ball.
All right, let's get the last shot.
Togarepi. Wow, gets pounded to the floor. On the other side, the Eurasian. Cornell gets the basket there.
I didn't like that last possession. Pull it out, 30 seconds to go. Another bad one.
And now Allensworth tried to get the foul too and didn't get it. So up 6. Now we find the shot from the left side. Three-pointer is good.
1-point game.
Wow, Raiders had the
32-26. We had the ball.
And we gave up 2 turnovers in a row to make it a 1-point game. 8 seconds left in the half. TJ's got the ball here. Sweeney stopped him.
Not against
all the way across court. Buzzer goes off. Yes, the buzzer says no shot. He waited on it, and Cornell took it in, didn't realize the time, so wave off the last shot of the first half. Raiders dodged a bullet there as they had a 6-point lead, almost go to a deficit of 1, but we got to the half 32-31. What do you think, Coach?
Not a good last, probably minute 15 seconds?
Actually, it was down to under a minute when we had that.
Under a minute, 54 seconds. Up by 6, and, we almost went into halftime down by 1. Coach can't be very happy with this one.
A tough one there as the Raiders up 32-26. Missed 2 opportunities. A lot of physicality out there.
Well, but
still.
2, trying to push the ball, pull it back out, get the last shot with 32-26, with 40 seconds to go in the half or whatever it was. But, we're trying to go too fast. That's not us.
It's halftime here at Pleasant Plains, the sectional final. At half, QND 32, Rochester 31. We're back with the halftime stuff right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And a fine sponsor of Raider basketball as well as all Quincy basketball. 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen at 601 Main in Quincy. They've got your OG sandwiches, the fried chicken, with each have a different twist. The signatures like the horseshoe, Mayor Chuck horseshoe, by the way, or even the features like the smash burger. Stop in Wednesday through Saturday at 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen at 601 Main Quincy. And of course, that's right across the street from Atlas Slice, 121 North 6. Chef-driven craft pizzas and wings from an open flame high heat oven. Open Thursday 5 to 8, Friday and Saturdays 5 to 9. That's Atlas Slice, 121 North 6. Both of them right there on the North Street Promenade. First half in the book there, Raiders lead by 1. Raiders were up by 6. going back to the beginning of the game, Raiders jumped out early with 2 buckets, gave up a 3, then 2 more buckets. So 8-3, but then it was right back 8-7. Tied at 10. Raiders got down 11-10 in the first quarter and went on a 6-point run to get a 16-11 lead. Trading baskets back and forth. Raiders get the last 2 free throws of the first quarter, would lead 19-15. Second quarter starts off, basket by Rochester, free throw by the Raiders, and then Rochester went on a 5-point run, led 22-20, shared back and forth. Raiders were down 26-24. The Raiders then went on an 8-point run, got up 32-26 by 6, 2 turnovers on the other side, the Rockets with a basket and a 3, and it made it a 1-point lead for the Raiders at half, 32-31.
Well, actually, they made that third turnover, and they missed. They got the layup off a little bit, not in time, or we'd be down by 1. So, 3 turnovers in a row in the last minute 15, whatever, it's brought Rochester back into this. So we need to do a better job of taking care of the basketball and figured out what we want to do with it, with certain time left on the clock and, how we're running our offense. For the most part, the first half, we were pretty good. Last minute and 15, we were bad.
There you are. It's halftime. Raiders lead 32-31. Come back. We'll have more of the Mecca Sports Co. halftime right here from the Mecca Mobile Studio. Say all that. Boy, you got to be a little tongue-twisted there. Brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight, Quincy and Jacksonville. That's sleeptightmidwest.com.
At Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. Discover top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Your purchase always includes free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years. Better bed, less money. Only at your locally owned Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, where comfort and community come together.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Spring is right around the corner with warm weather approaching quickly. Best Kept Sod Farm offers a full line of landscaping services. We can provide the labor. If you thrive on DIY, we can give you advice or recommendations on how to make your lawn the talk of the neighborhood. No job is too big or too small, and as always, we provide free estimates. Best Kept Sod Farm is a local company who strives for excellent customer satisfaction and takes pride in what we do. Contact us today by phoning or texting us at 217-779-0620 to discuss your project needs.
Back at Pleasant Plains, back at halftime, Wellman and Pettit. The other night we were down the railing down there standing up the whole game, and I really liked that, Coach, but they moved us up here basically 10 rows at the back of the bleachers. I kind of like it better here because we have the comfort of the wall. We've got a good view out here, and we're sitting down, which the other night I got worn out after being up there for a while. So, hey, talking about a great season, we watched girls basketball. We mentioned Brown County. Congratulations on your third place. The Hornets also, congratulations to Pleasant Plains on their third place. Chatham Glenwood will be playing for the championship tomorrow. And the Lady Raiders, in the last 5 years, have trophied 3 times. The 2 times we have not trophied, Chatham Glenwood is the stopper. Chatham got second the last time. We're hoping that Chatham wins it all this time, and that way we feel pretty good about it. But great job by the Lady Raiders, and let's give them a shout-out right here. Ellie Bozart, the senior. Of course, she had 4 seniors out there. Sierra Thomas, the junior. Leah Turwelp is a sophomore. Marie Eversman, right in front of us, actually a junior. Tessa Porter and Sophia White, both sophomores. Lakin Allensworth, Jace's younger sister. She's a junior. Tristan Pieper going to Maryville, the senior. Ari Bueller and Jenna Durst, seniors heading to Quincy University. Ava Price is a junior. Sam White is a sophomore. That is the twin of Sophia. Danielle White, the volleyball coach for the Raiders. And then Elsie Waters, a sophomore. Natalie Zook is a sophomore. And Carson Hayes, the junior, Head coach, of course, Eric Orn. Assistant coaches, Jennifer Durst, Matt Pugh, Alex Tooley, and Bob Sheffield. The scorekeepers this year have been Beth Cash, Ray Wiest, and Tracy Orn. Student assistants, Lydia Miller and Abby Reichert. Trainer, just like tonight, Sean Montani, as he's out here. Mark McDowell, your principal. And, of course, Bill Connell, your athletic director. That pretty well nailed the Quincy QND Lady Raiders and had a heck of a season there. Had a heck of a 4 years, too, for those girls. Winning over 120, 125 games. We didn't double check that, but I had it at 121, by the way. And under 20 losses in those 4 years, so good job there. And Chatham, of course, beat Trinity, and we knew Trinity from earlier this season as well as the Blue Devils from the girls' side. Took them on at State Farm. All right, Coach. Both guys have been in the locker room. You got Alt Mix in one. You got Gavin in the other. And they both got to say, all right, guys, it's the last 16 minutes. Who wants it? Who's going to get it?
Well, I kind of like the idea of the Raiders, being up in the mid-60 range like this. They need to pick it up on the defensive end, and then, once they get, the transition, if it's 2-on-4, pull the ball out, run your offense, because we've been getting the good looks, when we're running our offense.
Defensive-wise, both teams playing aggressive defense. And the nice thing about it, Raiders started off that way and Rockets followed up. They're going with double teams. They're going for that first and even second pass. And the pass that's available is 3 passes away down court. But when you're being hounded, it's hard because what happens is deflections, tips. And so it might not be a steal, but if a deflection or tips there, it ends up in the hands of the opponents. And so that's what you want. You don't have to always have the steal. Deflections are so key.
Well, and that's why most coaches like myself, you count deflections. You don't count steals because you're deflecting the ball and then the guy steps into the lane, gets the easy steal and goes the other way.
Hey, we'll give a shout out to Chris Haskins right there with his phone to our right. He's probably not listening. He's trying to get the game or something on there. And so a shout out to Mr. Haskins. he kind of looked. Starting the second half, the Raiders will have the ball. They'll be working right to left on your dial the way it should be. It'll be Reed, Togarepi, F-Tank, Dolman, and Allensworth. On the other side for the orange and black of the Rockets. Here's Allensworth making a move first. Jace stops at 8 foot. Down in the short corner, Robbie Reed. Reverse layup, good. Robbie Reed with a strong reverse layup. Reed now has 9 in the ball game.
Good job by Allensworth driving the ball down, getting 2, of the Rockets to come get him. Then made the low pass for the easy layup.
Allensworth all over Swaney, knocked the ball into the backcourt twice. Swaney gets it back in the front court now, 30 seconds into the third quarter. Allensworth's going to try to match up with him. Eli Cox, the backdoor cut. And a good move there by Cordell Gregory. That was a good move, Coach. It's 34-33. Raiders still lead by 1. Inside, F-Tank. F-Tank falling back. Tips. And then Allensworth tipped the ball and gets it to go. Good job, Jace. Rockets in transition. Fire the ball. Allensworth gets the rebound. That was a good-looking 3 shot there, too. 36-33, 1 minute into the third quarter. Reed. He's got Bruce on him. F-Tank kicks it to Dolman at the elbow. Good, right side from the elbow. F-Tank's going to get the assist. Dolman gets a basket. Ball tipped out of bounds will go back to the Rockets. Dolman now in the game. Has 12.
I like the confidence of Dolman stepping up at that elbow, knocking that shot down.
Nothing but a free throw, right, Coach?
Well,
in rhythm.
A little bit off to the side, maybe 16 foot instead of 15.
Swaney gets it in, but Reed was back over there trying to take the ball away from Gregory. Gregory, this is the one with the headband, Cordell. White band.
That's the one that averages 16 a game.
Yes, indeed. That way we can know. Here's Cox driving. Dolman with a block shot. Dolman reached across his body to block that shot.
Patience. There we go.
Togarepi down court. Allensworth wide open. Allensworth with a score. Togarepi gets the assist. Allensworth was down under the basket. The Raiders score 6 in a row, and with 6:16 left in the third, Raiders lead 40-33, Coach. Good start to the third quarter.
Well, yeah, and it starts on the defensive end and then pushing it down, for the, last one I call a secondary transition look. it's not get it and go and, go to the basket. We slowed it down a little bit, saw the open man, passed it. Wide open, easy look.
I don't know how Jace got down there without anybody seeing him. He was under the basket, but like I told you.
Well, how could you miss him, man? You going to QU. 6'3", dude, big, strong dude. You got to find him.
Like I said before, the overplay in the backcourt, and at that moment, TJ had already settled down the movement. We weren't trying to push it down yet, but where was the pass? It would be a 2 or 3 pass play all the way down to underneath the basket, and Allensworth gets the easy one. Toga Reppy, do you get more assists for the longer assists like that?
No. Well, my thing is, Rochester played a 52-49 game with Staunton. We already got 40 points, and we got 6 minutes to go here in the third.
Rockets basketball under the basket. They've got to move it 85 feet.
Our pace of game.
Eli Cox will bring it up, the big man at 6'5". Dolman will pick him up at the top of the key. Reed all over Gregory. Gregory trying to get the ball. Gavin Dolman, great job of reaching in as Cox kept moving with a step, and once he stepped through Dolman, he was right in front of him, so Gavin got the jump ball.
I've seen Dolman guard the Welch kid from Moline, so, the 6'5" kid bringing it down. Going to be no problem with him, the way he moves his feet.
Alternate possession here will go back to the Rockets with the basketball. Raiders have a 7-point lead. Into the lane. Robbie Reed got caught on behind. That will be a foul. No argument. No argument on that one. Robbie Reed has the first foul of the second half for either team. For Robbie, his second foul. Allensworth also with Dolman each have 2. 5:53 left in the third. Raiders lead 40-33. At the line, Cordell Gregory. Gregory is 1 for 4 on the line tonight. Sorry about that, Cordell, but 1 for 5 now.
Do it again, baby.
Great player.
Do it again.
He's only got 3 baskets. He's got the 2 twos and the 3, but he does so much out there, offensively and defensively.
Only a sophomore.
Yep. Got to screen out here because you do not want them to get it back. Second one is good, so 1 out of 2 for Gregory. Breaks up that little 6-point mini run by the Raiders, who still lead by 6. Ball kicked out of bounds down in front of the cheerleaders for the QND Raiders.
As they run the QHS sideline out of bounds play.
Yep, but we'll call it the QND out of bounds play. Toga Reppy with Dolman setting the screen for Reed. Now sets the screen for F-Tank. And then, great move there as F-Tank was coming around the formation to set up for the 3. They forgot that Allensworth slipped and get the basket. That was a good pass there, 42-34. And now stepping up with a steal. Reed on the floor. Jump ball again, Robbie Reed and Gavin Dolman, the hands, the whole defense, but those 2 guys. And the alternate possession arrow comes back to the QND Raiders. Now you need to start, you got an 8-point lead, 5:34 left in the third.
Pull it out, make them come out and guard you if they're going to sit back in that 2-3.
But try not to change too much what you're doing, but like you said, you have patience out here, but keep putting the pressure up on defense. Allensworth across the timeline, works against Gregory.
Well, they're in the man now, so you can attack it.
Corbin Gregory came in and picked him up. That's the senior. Gavin Dolman at the point. Eli Cox on him. Lobs in the high post. Great job by Allensworth.
Pass.
Allensworth. Oh, my. Hope he's all right there. Allensworth from the elbow or the free throw lane. A blind pass on the double team. Robbie Reed knew he was going to get blocked, so gave a little head fake. And Brooks Gavin.
Are they going to give him 2 or the ball out of bounds?
Gavin got up.
Because he never actually went up.
I would agree with you.
Towards the basket.
Gavin's, Tony's son, limping off a little bit there. His third foul. Team fouls tied up at 1-1 with 5:15 left in the third. Eli Cox is already out. Now checking in, Reese Gade.
Yeah, they're giving it out of bounds because he didn't go up with it.
Yep. Box out of bounds play for the Raiders.
Which that's a good play.
Inside Dolman, good pass. Dolman came from the opposite side, in for the layup. Raiders up by 10. Shot taken by Corbin Gregory, no good. And trying to come out. Wow. The ball went right through. Everybody, Coach Almix thinks that it went off of the Rockets I can't tell you. That was kind of a quick.
Well, you always got to ask for it. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? If you get it, that's good. If you don't, oh well.
44-34.
At least make
Jace
them think
Allensworth,
about it.
a little bump there. Inside, knocked away, but they're going to call a foul. I think Golden gets called for the foul.
I thought it was Dolman, yeah.
Yep, Gavin will commit his third foul, his first of the second half. 2 fouls against the Raiders in the third quarter, 1 against the Rockets. Tanner Beal will go to the line to shoot 2. He's got a bucket in the second quarter, and that's it. All 3 Gregorys are in. Cordell, Cornell, and Corbin. Gade's in there with Beal, who misses the first. When I think of Beal, of course, we think of the great scorer in the Western Big Six on the female side. Is it Brittany?
I believe
the all-time leading scorer?
She went to South Carolina, won a couple national
Yes, she did.
championships.
Ruth Gipping right behind. Second one in and out. Dolman gets the rebound. Gavin will bring it up against Gade. Oh, and he gets taken away from him. Looking to get it, and then Gade had the handle on the ball and was rolling it along the ground. There was no travel. It was just driving the lane. No good. Gregory took it in tight, and Robbie Reed does a great job. Oh, my goodness. Reed was getting out of the way, and the Rocket knocked him down, and they called Reed for it. Robbie was trying to screen out to not allow that ball to be saved.
How many's he got?
He's got 3 now. And the fans are.
Well, you got a problem here with Reed and Dolman both with 3, and Ellsworth with 2.
Into the backcourt for the Rockets with 4:35 left in the third. Raiders lead by 10.
A lot of time left in this game.
Boy, that was a tough one there. Robbie just was screening him out, and all of a sudden, they hit the floor, and it was the Rockets that actually pulled Robbie down. But anyway, here we go. Raiders picking it up on the man. Dolman, Allensworth, Toga Reppy, Reed, and F-Tank, the starters, coming around to screen. Oh, travel, but no. Inside, but blocked. And then it comes out to Corbin. Gregory, no good. Ball's fighting for.
Got 3 offensive rebounds on this possession for Rogers.
Gregory gets it on the right side to Gregory. His 3. Oh, and it bounces 4 times on the rim and goes in for a 3.
3 offensive rebounds. Can't do that.
All the way to the hole. Robbie Reed, strong to the basket. Reed with defense in his face. 46-37. Catch up there, fans. Okay, I was waiting for the scoreboard to catch me.
Oh,
ball tipped around.
Charge.
Oh, and a blocking call. Jace Allensworth sets up. Does a great job of taking the charge. Now, if he's under the lane, that's one thing.
That's his third also. So you got Dolman, Robbie
and a
Reed.
technical foul called on Cordell Gregory. He did something smart, Alec. So that'll be his second foul. Should be second team foul. Raiders have 4 team fouls. Now they got to sort it all out.
I don't like with those 3 having 3 fouls here with 3:34 to go. You know, in the third period, 46-39.
Dolman and Allensworth each got 1, and then Reed's gotten 2. Physical play inside. Now they're going to take everybody off the lane, but the technical foul should give the ball back to us, right? Both officials are talking to Gavin and Altmix. Beal was fouled on the shot, right, wasn't he? And that's why he's at the line?
I believe
yes,
so,
because he came in, knocked over Allensworth. Maybe Jace was under the basket, but there is no line, though half moon, to tell you. And I thought Jace took the charge.
I thought he was out far enough for sure.
Yes. First one, no good. That's the 3rd time that happened tonight, Coach.
Because he was definitely not moving.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because you see the little
About like Toga Reppy the other night. Now, why'd they only give him 1 shot? He didn't make the basket, did he? Or did he go in? The basket must have went in, Coach, because they got 39 up on the board. I didn't see Beal's shot go in. Dolman on the other side gets to shoot the technical, and that's going to be 2. So it's my fault if I didn't see that and 1 there. Dolman's second is, rolls in and out. So that's what I'm figuring out of that mess. I didn't watch it after.
It's our ball out of bounds.
Yeah, after I saw the missed call, not the missed layup, I missed the call. So 3:34 left in the third. 47-39, Raiders with the lead. And the basketball. Togarepi throws it in, hits right back at him from Gregory.
Got to make a ball fake or something on that. That was just like a lazy pass in.
Reed will throw it on now with Allensworth and Togarepi setting screens at half court. Jace will go in the back court. Gavin Dolman's going to set a screen. You got Bo F-Tank on the left wing. Jace to the hole. Kicked it out to F-Tank. He was going to try to take a 3. Swaney with a bump just got out of position. Swaney plays some physically good ball. That's only his first foul tonight, Coach. More importantly, that is the third team foul. 4 team fouls against Notre Dame in the third quarter. Double bonus after the fifth, on the fifth.
47-39 with 3:25 to go in the third.
All the way around the perimeter. Wow, Dolman got the ball.
Bring it back
saved
out.
it to Reed.
Good patience.
Tried to run a play. They go all the way for an alley-oop. Allensworth to the lane. Allensworth.
Fouled.
Had that, and I thought maybe he lost the hand on the ball. Defense did come up, though. Rockets have the basketball. Gregory with it. That's Cordell. Getting a screen from Beal. Check that, Cox. Started to pull up. Cox gets it now. Allensworth's on him. Inside 3 minutes, third quarter left. Tanner Beal with the basketball. Look for a backdoor cut. Sweeney was there, but so was Dolman. Into the lane. Cut into the basket. Good. Good move. That's Gavin. Brooks Gavin gets the deuce. Raiders lead is stuck at 6. Allensworth comes back to get the ball. Gets it to Togarepi. 47-41. Raiders by 6. 2.5 left, third quarter. Robbie Reed. And inside, was that something Jace Allensworth running down the court and jumped out in front of him to take a charge. And it wasn't a charge, but a foul because Allensworth was moving but didn't have the basketball. For Jace now his 4th foul and the 5th foul against the Raiders here in the third quarter.
Bench is going to have to pick it up for the Raiders here probably the next 4 or 5 minutes.
Rowan Stegeman checks in. Oh, wow, an elbow thrown at him from Eli Cox. And the referee was right there. Good job by the Raiders.
Patience.
Togarepi has it after Reed got the ball. That was right out in front of the referee at half court. He threw an elbow out to clear a man. Down to 2 minutes left in the quarter. Raiders with a 6-point lead. Togarepi beats his man, bounces to Reed. Reed throws it down with 2 hands from the baseline. Robbie Reed gets the pass. 2-hand dunk. Raiders lead by 8. Ball goes inside Stegeman. Oh, Stegeman with his hands straight up in the air.
Kind of went under a little bit with the body.
Bruce was out of control and caught leg on Stegeman. Rowan will be called for his first foul. And a chance at an and 1. That was just a tough situation because Rowan steady and straight up and down. But there was some contact. Free throw is made by Bruce. And he connected on the 3-pointer this time. Missed the last 3-pointer. 5-point game, 49-44. Raiders have the ball, 1:43 left in the third. I imagine you're on your edge of your seat. Oh, and a grab right down here. They didn't see it. Eli Cox grabbed Robbie Reed going to the basket, and now taking it in is Gregory for a bucket. Wow. Coach, I wish somebody would have saw that. Reed started to run for a long pass, and the guy reached out from the Rockets, grabbed his jersey, and when timeout taken, 1:32 left in the third, QND 49, Rochester 46. Back with the third and fourth quarter action right here at MeccaSportsCo.com. Back here at Pleasant Plains, a lot of excitement. Raiders led by 10 as they built it up with a 6-point run in this quarter to get to 40-33 before they got it up to 10. Where was that at 10? I know it was up on the board. That was right before that one free throw. Boy, that's some pressure out there, though. But, you know, when you get that many bodies putting that much pressure, it's kind of hard to see, and that's how you get something sneaky like that to reach out and grab a jersey.
Well, you need to get a good shot every possession. You know, and we've been probably 50-50, you know, in this quarter. You know, with getting good shots, good looks at the basket every time we bring the ball down. You know, fourth quarter is going to be of the utmost importance that we do that.
Raiders basketball working 85 feet. Gavin Dolman gets it in bounds. He just gets it across half court. Double team now. They'll get it down to Sully Walker. Walker out here to Robbie Reed on the left side. Reed will get it out to Dolman. F-Tank, Togarepi, and Sully Walker, the other three to make 5. Dolman drives to the basket. Shot, no good. Tipped around. Last touch by the Rockets. Gavin touched it last. We only got one Gregory in right now, and that's Cordell. Swaney stays in. Cox is coming out. Beal stays in. Raiders out of bounds, box out of bounds play. Togarepi to trigger it. Gets it out to Reed in the corner. Back to Togarepi on the right side. Approaching 1 minute left in the third quarter. Be nice to get one. Dolman from the right corner. 3, no good. Sully Walker fights inside. Robbie Reed does too. Reed gets it. Reed goes up. No call. Togarepi does a great job at half court stopping Swaney, but he's going to get called for the foul. TJ his second. Robbie Reed worked 2 or 3 times in the lane to get position. We're a little far from that, but fans think there's a foul. We think, well, it must have been a block shot if no one called it. 55.3. And now Swaney's walking down here since we're in the double bonus for the Rockets with 2 shots. Reed and Dolman on the low blocks. Walker and F-Tank. Togarepi back with Coach Altmix talking. Swaney misses the free throw. He'll have another one. Swaney on the night. In the first half was 3 for 5. That makes 3 for 6. In this quarter, two for 6, so maybe quick glance. 2 for 7. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Oh, but it's saved. Oh, no. Gavin tipped it out of bounds. Gavin saved it, but they're going to say the Raiders tipped it.
Well, I think the ball hit out of bounds first before the guy tried to get it in.
But the Rockets tipped the ball from the rebound. We have not gotten the breaks on those. You call those 50-50 tough ones. We've had a tough time. 2 missed free throws, and we can't get the rebound. Dolman taking Cox.
Jump ball.
Great call down there. If I'm going to make a call questioning something, Dolman got a hand up on top of the ball, and that was a tough one because that could have been Gavin's 4th call. Robbie Reed saying the floor is wet. 44.3. Rowan Stegeman at the scoring table. We're up 49-46. And I think what they're saying is down on our end, under the basket, it's wet. I don't know if he's going to go down there and try to,
I think Mr. Dolman caught a knee, and not so good of a place.
He's out right now. So Stegeman comes in. Gregory's got the basketball. Is now Brent Grissom, the athletic director here at Pleasant Plains. We had a chance to talk to him. He had the girls 1A Super Sectionals on Monday, us on Tuesday, Staunton and Rochester on Wednesday. He went up to state to watch Pleasant Plains girls on Thursday and back to close out the week. In the backcourt to Swaney. Togarepi will wait at the Cardinal to pick him up. Swaney comes out this way, coming around. Beal over to the left side. Cox is trying to post up Stegeman. Shot from outside, coming around the screen. Hitting the 3 was Gavin. Pretty sure that was him. No, check that. Beal hit that one.
Well, Beal was the one that went 6 for 12 last game against Staunton.
8-point run by Rochester has tied the game 49-49. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Togarepi out here to Sully Walker. F-Tank coming through a screen. F-Tank back out to Walker. Walker back to Robbie Reed in the left corner. Reed hits a three-pointer. Robbie Reed fires a three at the buzzer. So after an 8-point run that tied the game, Raiders close out the third quarter with a three from the left corner from Robbie Reed. F-Tank was almost out of bounds, saved it. Reed with a quick turn, and we're heading to the fourth quarter, folks. Hold on to your hats and everything else. Raiders lead 52-49. Back with Raider basketball. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
Back here at Pleasant Plains, Wellman and Pettit. Raiders lead 52-49 after the three-pointer at the end of the third quarter by Robbie Reed. Coach, we talked about the rain and the storms around the Midwest, and you fought some of them coming down here. As I was coming up the Highway 125, that's from Beardstown here, the storm was out here, but there was a rainbow, and it came right here to Pleasant Plains. So, good stuff.
Okay, we got 8 more minutes here. We need a great effort, defensive end to stop for them, and then offensively, we got to play smart. Get a good shot, get a good look, every time we bring the ball down.
Raiders will have the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Robbie Reed will trigger it. Togarepi, F-Tank, Dolman, and Sully Walker. Jace Allensworth has a break as he's got 4 fouls. F-Tank on Swaney. 2 of the Gregory's are there, Corbin and Cordell. And there's Gavin, Brooks Gavin with a steal. Raiders a little lazy on the pass. Rockets to the ball. Gregory almost travels. Passes the ball and gets it back. On the floor is Robbie Reed again. Reed's been on the floor whether he's been...
That's those 50-50 plays you're talking about right there. Ball's on the floor, they've got it. We get in and, jump ball, they get it, the first possession, we'll get the next one.
Robbie, of course, been on the floor all night long fighting for balls, but he's also been on the floor getting pounded when you get the ball inside. 7:34 left in this one. Make sure you stick around after the ball game, too. We'll have the Hardee's post game brought to you by Brian Harms and the Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. You'll also hear from Coach Altmix in the coach's comments brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group. It's going to be the Rockets basketball under their basket. Swaney to trigger. Coming through double screens, and boy, Raiders fought through that.
Oh.
Walker, if somebody would have looked up, could have taken it in the backcourt. Good spin move. All the way basket. Oh, and a block shot by Walker. Oh, and a call. I never saw the call. Walker came up, blocked the shot. His first foul of the night. First foul of the fourth quarter on either team.
This is going to be one of those games in the fourth quarter where every basket's going to count, every free throw is going to count, so no easy ones.
Reese Cade made a good move against Walker, but Walker recovered and blocked the shot. Everybody was so loud in here, nobody heard the whistle. Walker gets a break. Allensworth back into the game, so the starters for the Raiders. Second free throw from Gade. 2 of the guards in the lane. They really got a short lineup in there right now for the Rockets. 2 for 2, 52-51. Raiders by 1.
This is where you have to get it underneath the basket. Get it to Allensworth, because I don't think anybody can guard him, on the Rockets team.
Reed getting hounded out with a double team. Reed on the floor. Jump ball, so it'll be the Raiders basketball, but you hate to waste an alternate possession arrow on just losing the hand on the basketball. First of all, when F-Tank's out there handling the ball, Bo does a good job, but get it to Togarepi, because Bo, they're timing his dribble, and they're trying to get the steal in between.
Well, either Togerepi or Allensworth needs to handle the ball coming down and getting them into the offense.
Jace comes out and gets the ball in half court. Left side, Robbie Reed. Oh, there it is, flashing from the opposite side. And a foul, might have been a block shot, but a lot of contact there, and that's Cordell Gregory, his first foul of the night. More importantly, first foul against the Rockets in the fourth quarter, tied up at 1-1 with 7:06.
I think by the time we get down to the end of the game, we'll be shooting free throws, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you've got 7 minutes here. You've got one foul each right now, but it's been very physical. Swaney goes out. Also, Gage goes out. So now you got all three of the Gregorys, Cordell, Cornell, and Corbin, as TJ makes the second free throw.
1 out of 2 is not going to work.
Driving to the basket. Now kicking back out and lost the handle. Robbie Reed created that because once Cordell got in the lane, he realized he had a mismatch, so he went to his brother in the corner, but his brother wasn't there anymore. Ball out of bounds, 6:58, Raiders by 2. Substitution, Gavin Dolman back in the ball game. Sully Walker out. Dolman went and got the ball to Togerepi. TJ across the timeline. He's working. Oh, that was a bad play there on defense. Robbie Reed gets it inside. Good pass there. Robbie Reed started to go up, lost the handle on the ball, gathered it, and then got an assist by giving it to Gavin Dolman for the 2-foot shot in front of the basket.
Need a big stop here.
Raiders up by 4, 55-51. To the basket. 3 Raiders, 2 Raiders flying all over Corbin Gregory. His first 2-pointer. He had a 3 early in the ball game. 55-53. Raiders in the half-court set. TJ hands it off to F-Tank, who brings it to the front. F-Tank to Gavin Dolman. Dolman's got Eli Cox on him. TJ gets it right side. Allensworth has it inside. Allensworth spins, left hand, good pass, good shot. Gregory, decent defense on there. Rebound comes to the Rockets.
A little bit more patience down there on the block.
Gregory's back out high, the left hand. No good on the 3. Robbie Reed tracks it down. Bodies flying down everywhere. Allensworth, I think Gavin tried to get it on him. Reed to the corner to F-Tank, back to Allensworth. Jace all the way in, good! And Jace was off balance, leaned in with his butt. 57-53, and a foul on Eli Cox coming down the court. On the Rockets, for Cox, it'll be his second foul. Fans like that one. Second team foul. I missed it, though. We've had a lot of bodies falling down away from the ball.
We were watching the ball down here, and the foul happened behind where the ball was.
Yep. We've had that a couple times tonight where bodies have fallen down, but they've been away from the action. 5:34 left. Raiders will have the basketball. 57-53. Raiders with their starters in there. We mentioned Allensworth has 4 fouls. Reed has 3. Dolman has 3. On the other side, Brooks Gavin has 3. Otherwise, Rockets have not had anybody more than 2 fouls.
No, like I say, they run 9 deep, so they're going to keep coming at you.
Robbie Reed with the basketball to Dolman. Screen setting on the opposite side. Allensworth got the ball. Trying to slide underneath him was Gregory. Almost a steal, but also going to take it over to the basket was Allensworth. Corbin Gregory, his second foul. 3rd team foul, that's more important.
I mean,
with
the
5:25.
6'5" and the 6'6" kids can guard, Allensworth, not the 5'8", 5'9", 5'10" ones. That ain't going to happen.
Box out of bounds play for the Raiders.
Be patient.
F-Tank on the right wing, back out to Reed. Robbie looked one way, comes back to F-Tank.
What are they in a 1-2-2 or 2-3 now
2-3, stretched out though.
Yep.
Matching up almost, Coach. F-Tank
short corner and elbows.
at the elbow. Allensworth,
That's
good move.
it right there.
Great move to the hole. Count it! Allensworth strong to the hole as he takes Beal to the hole. And the Raiders stretch the lead back out, 59-53. Full timeout taken with 5:06 left. We'll take a timeout, back with more Raider basketball on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back at Pleasant Plains, Jeff Wellman, Dave Pettit, Raiders, Rockets, QND, Rochester. 5:06 left. Raiders lead 59-53. Team fouls, 3 against the Rockets, 1 against the Raiders. That's key for the Raiders, mainly because we also have some guys in foul trouble. Bringing it up is Swaney.
Well, we got to hit those free throws when we go to the line.
Beal and Cox stay in, as well as 2 of the Gregorys. Out in the perimeter, that's Bruce. Bruce almost tipped away.
That's 4.
Robbie Reed slaps the ball.
That's 4.
But has a hand on him. Coach Altman says, crap on that one. He didn't like it. Gave the double 2 hands wave away. Robbie's like, Coach, man, 4:52, leave me in there.
Well, 4 fouls, you want to pull him out. Get him back in with about 3 minutes to go in the game, so he can be halfway aggressive.
Him and Allensworth both over there resting as Martha's in there.
But that was not a good foul.
Along with Sully Walker, Gavin Dolman, TJ Togarepi. I think I wrapped them all up there. Sully
Marth
Walker.
out there on Gregory.
Marth doing a good job. Swaney, though, to the basket. Swaney has it blocked from behind. Whoa. But Sully was on the side. You can't reach in like that.
Well, once again, if he's going up for a layup, you make sure the ball doesn't get up to the rim. You follow him, make him get the 2 free throws at the line and earn it.
Especially Swaney, he's short. He's a point guard. So when he gets down the block,
well,
if
and
you
he's
just
like, isn't he like 3 for 6? From the free throw line, if I'm not mistaken, give or take.
3 for 8.
3 for 8.
He's
you don't let him get the ball up on the glass.
Well, no, take that back. 3 for 7. This is the 3-point play right here.
Yeah, you don't let him get it up on the glass.
I hate to tell him.
Make him earn it at the line.
Raiders need to rebound. Allensworth's back in the ball game, as well as Reed. 3-point play completed by Swaney.
3-point lead by the Raiders, 59-56 with 4:30 to go here in the 4th.
Togarepi in the backcourt. He's got Gregory on him. Double team comes. They get it down to Dolman. Dolman in front of the basket. Good. Good pass. Way to look down court for the Raiders. 61-56, up by 5. Almost 4 minutes left in this one. 4:10 and counting. Gregory, Swaney, who starts the drive. Swaney almost lost the handle. Oh, and then did he take an extra dribble? Rebound on the weak side, though. And a shot between 2 Raiders. I don't know how we did not foul, but.
Well, good job by Reed and Dolman, doing the rocket sandwich down there and not reaching in.
On Beal. Robbie Reed wants a guard to come get it. F-Tank is a guard. F-Tank kicks it to Dolman. Dolman, short corner shot, no good. But there's Jace Allensworth with another tip in. Allensworth around the basket with a tip. Timeout taken. 3:38 left. Raiders stretch to 7, 63-56. Wellman and Pettit back with the rest of this one right here, meccasportsco.com.
It's that time of year and spring is right around the corner. With Best Kept Sod Farm Services, you can rest assured that our team of landscape professionals will provide all of your landscaping needs. We offer sod sales, delivery, and installation, and also full-service landscaping solutions and property maintenance to achieve that desirable curb appeal. Don't wait. Call or text Best Kept Sod Farm today at 217-779-0620 to discuss your landscaping needs.
Back at Pleasant Plains out of the timeout. 3:38 left in this one. Raiders lead 63-56. Up by 4 at the quarter, 19-15. Halftime by 1, 32-31. 3 quarters by 3, 52-49. And 7 right now with 3:38 left in this one.
Well, we've been in this point here, with 3 minutes to go in each and every quarter, and they've come back and got it close. So, we got to finish this game off.
Cordell Gregory all the way to the hole, misses. Good move. Gavin Dolman got the rebound to Togarepi.
Whoa.
Down to Sully Walker. Sully inside. Marth pounded there. And Marth, fans wanted to go for severity of the foul. Doesn't matter. You don't get more shots if you get fouled harder. That's just a good move by Nate Swaney. His second foul. More importantly, 4th team foul. Raiders still have 3, though, and they got to keep away from that. Caden Marr to the line to shoot for the first time. He's got 2 free throws. Caden's first one. A little tense just off the left side. Take a breath. You're all right. You know, you get in there, as they say, the juices get going.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. Marth gets 1 of 2. Breaks through. 64-56.
A stop here, and then we can start pulling it out and, shooting layups and free throws.
4 on the perimeter, 5 on the perimeter for the Rockets. Swaney, the Gregories. Close down there. TJ starting to defend there. Gregory had to kick it back out. Oh, and he throws the ball away. He thought Cox was coming.
Slow it down.
Dolman with a steal. Marth needs to get it to the guard. There he does. TJ. Inside 3 minutes left. Raiders lead by 8. Togarepi backs it out with Swaney. Watch the 5 count. Pass, wow. It missed Marth, but luckily Walker was there. Sully Walker again.
A little bit sloppy there.
Dolman on the left side. Walker makes a cut down the block, gets pushed.
Got pushed in the middle of the back.
They didn't get it. Sully Walker went flying. He had 2 feet on the ground. You definitely know that that wasn't his momentum.
Well, the guy underneath the basket couldn't see it, but these 2 guys out front should have seen that.
Yep. And the guy down the basket, who we had the other night, which I like, he called a good game. They really called a nice game. There's been a few questionable touches, but I'm satisfied with it.
Well, 3 or 4 bad ones.
Okay. Here it is. Rockets. Eurasian. No good. Blocked in there. Cade had it blocked. Cox gets the ball, makes a turn. Nobody was going to give a charge up on that one. Basket
Mark
went
did
in.
a good job of stepping in there and trying to get the charge.
Oh, I agree.
Now we're back down to a 2-possession game here.
Took the charge and then didn't go, and Raiders had a 5-point run that built that up to 8. It's still 6 with 2:18. Free throws. We're shooting the rest of the way out. 2:18 left in this one. Now the officials trying to rush the Raiders. There was a timeout called. Raiders rushing out as they look like maybe the official might put the ball down. I would not do that in a game like this. Thank you, Mr. Official. Robbie Reed to check it in. Togarepi.
I thought he called a timeout. Patience.
Allensworth to half court.
Oh.
Jump pass. Togarepi gets it. Inside, Allensworth.
Bring it out.
Jace wanted to go ahead and post
go
up.
ahead.
He's thinking about it now.
Right there,
He's got Dolman out in front. Good! Allensworth plays strong against Gavin.
Great patience, by Jace on that possession.
Inside 2 minutes, 66-58. Dolman has the man. Oh, a traveling in there. No good on the shot. Cox, after Swaney got it to him. Ball's tipped away, but Robbie Reed gets it. Allensworth to Dolman. Down court. F-Tank, count it. Easy layup. Raiders push it down the court. Up 10, 68-58. 137. Gregory tries to pass it back out. Reed tips it.
Too quick, get the ball out of your hand passes, ends up in an easy layup at the other end.
Them 2 passes away when you have that much overplay in the main court down here. Down court is where it's at. 1:33 left, Raiders by 10. Starters in there. Other side, substitution. Reese Gade came back in. Also, Bruce trying to go one-on-one against Allensworth with 4 fouls. Gets him down on the block. Went to the other block to Cox. He had Dolman. Turnaround, no good. Dolman tipped. 2 people tipped it. It got back to Dolman. Dolman, outlet. Robbie Reed bounces it in. F-Tank has his shot blocked. I don't mind that. Here comes Gregory behind the back. That was sweet. To the left side.
10-point game, I'm okay. 6-point game, no.
No, they're going to call a foul. They're going to call Allensworth on the drive. Allensworth was not even making really any contact. Bailed him out. And for Jace, with 1:01 left, he's going to foul out. Jace on the night. 20 points on the night for Jace. 18 the other night. 10-point lead. Raiders, Sully Walker checking in. Ball goes out into the back court. Swaney back there. Down to 1 minute. Swaney trying to make something happen fast. Reed, he steps up and under, misses his shot, misses his putback. Oh my.
Reed just fouled out.
Reed just reached over after Swaney missed both of them and put his hand up on top of the ball. I guess, I don't know. I'm not going to question anything. For Robbie, he fouls out with 52.5. Robbie fouls out with 16 tonight. Both teams now.
How many's Mr. Doma got? Probably another 12. I mean, those three have been
19.
19, okay. I was a little bit off.
Swaney, 12 to 19's all right. Now, got to protect the ball. We got 52 seconds here. First thing is to get a rebound. Martha's back in. Sully Walker also in. Second free throw is good. 2 out of 2. 68-60. Substitution, Swaney comes out. Swaney's only got 2 fouls, so. F-Tank, Togarepi, Dolman, Sully Walker, and Marth. Dolman in the back court to Togarepi. TJ, he's got Corbin on him, Gregory. And a quick foul called at half court. 22, that's Corbin, his third. More importantly, both teams are shooting double bonuses here. And it's TJ Togarepi on the night, 4 out of 6 from the charity stripe. He's got one more attempt at 2 shots. 45.8. Oh, rolls all the way in and jumps out. Corbin goes out. Cordell and Cornell stay in. Cox stays in. Bruce stays in. And Beal on the other side for the Rockets. Second free throw is good. Togarepi gets 1 out of 2. 69-60, 3 possession. Gregory pulls up for 3. Banks, no good. Marth gets the rebound, then gets fouled from behind. So Caden's going to get to walk this way. A little Steven Tyler. Foul will be called on Bruce. It'll be his 3rd foul. Marth will get to shoot 2 free throws. These are the days when the old bonus was the strategy. Find the guy. Yeah, you got it. Find the right guy.
Well, at least you got that for 3 fouls, because it used to be you get up 7, and then double bonus was 10.
Yep. Marth, though, connects on the first one. Caden has one more. 38.1. Oh, wow, Marth, what a great job. He knew it was going to be off. He went right down the lane, got the tip in. That would have been sweet, Coach. They called him for crossing over too soon. 38.1 in the backcourt. Bringing it down court is Gregory. They try to kick it back out to Cox. Cox wants to drive. Cox goes to the basket. Cox does a good move. Cox now 10 points on the night. Still an 8-point game with 28.5. Your biggest key here, Coach, you got to protect the basketball. You can't have a lazy pass, because anything down here with a lazy pass turns into a quick turnover and a quick basket.
Well, and 8 down. This team, the way they shoot threes, it should be 3 and then maybe a timeout. Get steal, foul or not. We go down, go 1 for 2. They come back with another 3. All of a sudden, you're looking at a 2-possession game.
Exactly. But don't be lazy down here. Get the ball in, clear out if it's man-to-man. Let TJ bring the ball up. As long as he can be dribbling the basketball.
So did Warsaw play Manual tonight, if I'm not mistaken?
And
Manual won 57-41.
And I just got that score from Tom Mecklenburg. Nice season for Wes Hancock. Here we go. Raiders have the basketball. All 5 guys are out of bounds.
Looks like if we get this one, we're going to be playing Benton, because they beat Carterville tonight.
Benton, the old Doug Collins team. 25 seconds in the backcourt. F-Tank has it. And cutting through 2 guys, Swaney and Gregory. Neither mind to help him up. Togarepi kind of looks over like, come on, guys, if you're going to knock him down, help him up. No, you worry about your guys, TJ. Worry about look at Gavin just said that. Just let's shoot free throws. Don't worry about it. Bo F. Tank will go to the line. He has not shot yet tonight at the line. Foul was called on Brooks Gavin. Nope, check that. They called it on Cornell, his third, even with that technical he had earlier, which lost them the basketball, by the way, in that one. F. Tank connects on the first one. Bo's got one more. 71-62. Subs coming in. Eli Cox checking back in, as well as Kai Bruce for Rochester. The two Gregory boys stay, as well as Swaney. F. Tank's second one. Bounces all over the rim and goes in. 2 for 2. Raiders are up by 10, 20 seconds. Stewart back out to Swaney. Swaney, oh man, he went all the way through Europe and Asia and made that basket. Raiders are just going to hang on, take their time, get it in. Sully Walker has it. Raider fans realize what's going on here. And there's the buzzer. Your sectional champions, the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. 72-64. Check the box. We're heading to Carbondale next Monday. Good stuff. Raiders held on, even with Allensworth fouling out with 1 minute, 1 second. And then Reed fouling out 52.5. And they're cutting down the nets, Coach. The ladders are out.
That's what you play for right now. I know, when you get to the next level, you play for the rings, but right here, little hunk of that net, take it home and put it on your mantle, and you'll remember that for the rest of your life.
Good ball game from the Raiders, who led after one, 19-15. It was a 1-point lead at half as the last 5 points of the first half, Rochester scored to make it a 32-31 game. After 3, 52-49, and the Raiders closed out 72-64, their 30th victory on the season to go with 1 loss. And Rochester, a good season at 19-13. And again, many of those losses came early in the season when their football team, wow, they couldn't almost get the ladder away as the crowd, the students mobbed it. It's hardware time. And when we're speaking hardware, stop by Woodmart Building Center. You won't find this kind of hardware there, but Kevin will be glad to display it, that's for sure. As the Raiders, sectional champions, head to the super sectional to take on Doug Collins' team. Doug's not playing anymore. That's Benton. Down at Carbondale, 7 o'clock on Monday, March 9th. Good stuff here, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those goals that you have at the beginning of the year. Win the regional first of all, come and have, 2 hard-fought games here in the sectional, against 2 really good ball clubs. Now you got an opportunity to go down, to Carbondale and, end up at, State Farm, and, for the state championship. So, I mean, this is what you play for. This is what you work all summer for, is this opportunity.
Well, got my scoring together, and I can't find 1 point for the Rochester, but even if that 1 point's there, they still lose 72-64 as the Raiders. Hey, I'm going to give a shout out to George Eversman. His wife and daughter were up here, and he said he's been so busy he hasn't had a chance, so hopefully he was listening up tonight. George, Raiders did a good job. So the Raiders will move to Monday. Time to keep on playing. And one more victory, it's off to the state tournament in Champaign. And that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. Stick around, though. We've got the Hardee's post-game show. We'll hear from Coach Altmix about this one. But your final here at Pleasant Plains, your IHSA Boys 2A sectional champion, the Quincy Notre Dame Raiders. Your final, QND 72, Rochester 64, and we're back with more right here, meccasportsco.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the do.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Whole house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome to the Hardee's post-game show, brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. Brian Harms and company. As we come out, the Raiders, the victory 72-64. Moving on to the Super Sectional. Good stuff out there. Coach, your headphones are behind you because I see Coach Altmix is down there pretty soon. So we want to plug those babies in there. Game started out at 7 o'clock. Raiders got the first 4 points. Rochester got a 3. Raiders got up 8-3, and boy, the excitement early, and you were thinking, man, the Raiders going to run this one. You know, when teams get to this level, nobody is going to run away with it right off the bat.
No.
Tied at 10, Rochester took an 11-10 lead, but the Raiders got a 6-point run and led 16-11. Back and forth throughout the quarter, and it came down to the final of the quarter, the last 2 free throws, and the Raiders would lead after one, 19-15. Second quarter, Raiders led 20-17. A 5-point run gave the Rockets the lead, 22-20. We'd go back and forth. Raiders would be down 26-24. And then all of a sudden after that, Raiders went on an 8-point run to get up 32, as I say hi to the Lunt family. 32-26, up 6, going into halftime. Rockets said, no. 2 bad turnovers for the Raiders, a bucket and a 3-pointer. Raiders are only up by 1 at half, 32-31. Coach Altmix talks to his team in the halftime. Coach Gavin talks to his squad. After a basket by each team, 34-33. Raiders run 6 points off, get up by 7. Raiders are up by 8 late in the quarter, 49-41. An 8-point rain ties the game at 49, but Robbie Reed hits the 3-pointer in the corner at the end of the third quarter, 52-49. Starts off the fourth quarter, 2 free throws. Makes it a 1-point game. Raiders come out with a free throw and a bucket, up by 4. Raiders are up at 1 point, 59-53. An and 1 gives 3 points to the Rockets. Makes it a 3-point game, 59-56. Raiders run off 5 points to build it to 8. Raiders built it to 10. And then closing out the free throws down the way, still keep up an 8-point victory, 72-64. Let me catch my breath. Gotta love it, Coach. I'm glad we trained for these things. That's why I took that extra bike ride today before I took off, make sure I got everything ready to go. So, looking at the scoring for the Raiders, who improved to their 30th victory of the season, they were led in scoring. Jace Allensworth had 20 points. He fouled out with 1 minute left in the ball game. 19 out of Gavin Dolman. 16 out of Robbie Reed. He fouled out at 52 seconds. 7 points from TJ Togarepi. 6 from F-Tank. 2 points from Sully Walker. 2 points also from Caden Marth, hitting a couple key free throws down at the end. And did we lose Altmix? Oh, did we not tell him where we were? Because did he go back downstairs? Where'd he go? Oh, I think thinks he has to go all the way up in the balcony maybe. We'll find out here in a second. as we are up here. He turned to look, and he's down there. He hugs his sister, Chris Miller. He turns to look and then realizes, oh, crap. I was already up on the top balcony, and so he kind of laughs. Anyway, by the way, that's 72 points on the other side. Also in the ball game, but not scoring, Roland Stegeman did a nice job coming in for some minutes out there. Did a good job, actually, getting physical. On the other side, Rochester, 19-13. I'm going to be 1 point off, but here it unofficially. Nate Swaney had 14 points, 11 from Cordell Gregory, 10 points out of Eli Cox, 8 points from Cornell Gregory, 7 points from Kai Bruce. We dropped down to 4 points from Reese Gade, 2 points from Brooks Gavin, and 2 points from Corden Gregory. Got all the Gregorys out there. Oh, also, I forgot about Beal. Sorry about that. Tanner Beal had 5 points, number 33. He had some height in there, too. And, you know, Coach, with all the subs, I think everybody got in and got to score that was out there for Rochester. So, whoo, good stuff out there, Coach. What do you think?
Well, like I said, you know, before the game started, this was going to be one of the few times, you know, that the Raiders weren't as deep, you know, on the bench as their opponent. Because, I mean, these guys kept running people in.
Gregory.
And they didn't lose a whole lot. You know what I mean? And this team has, I believe, 6 or 7 sophomores, you know, in this, you know, group that played tonight. So this is going to be a good team coming down the road also.
Indeed. And we wish Rochester the best in the future there. Congratulations on their season as wrapping it up out here as Coach Altmix makes his way back up to the bleachers again. So you got him already plugged in, don't you? So I got to love it, making him run all over the place as he is out there. So and
it's a good thing you're a lot younger than I am.
Coach Altmix joins us. His comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith Family, Giving Back. Congratulations on the victory, the sectional title, the 30th victory of the season, and a chance to play one more game next Monday. Good stuff, Coach. And this is the atmosphere you really like. Our hats off to Rochester, by the way, as well. But good stuff for the Raiders.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, Rochester came out and battled. And, you know, we punched, they counter-punched. And, you know, it was just great atmosphere, great game. And, you know, you're glad you've got seniors. You've got, you know, the end of the game there, you know, probably 5 times in the last 2 weeks, end game situation. Here it is. Go. And grab the ball, pitch it to the ref, get it back. It's like, you know, the little things, because I was not happy about the end of the first half, understanding game situation. But I tell you what, one pretty poor minute I can live with. When you get 31 pretty good ones.
Oh, and I tell you, you start off in the first quarter. That's the key there. You start off right off the bat, and everybody got real excited. Now, you can get a little too excited sometimes when everybody goes, and especially in the stands, oh, we're going to blow them out. Not at this level. We're not going to do that. And so, and as you mentioned, at the end of the first half, we had that lead, gave up a bucket and a 3 after 2 turnovers,
yes,
which I know you weren't happy with.
Well, I mean, the guys, we have talked so much about game situation. You know, a lot at the end, but, you know, the same concept. And I was happy that in the I can't remember which one it was. You know, we did. We were kind of like, okay, let's understand what's going on in the game. We did at the end of the game. You know, I think they had it in their heads that, okay, we've got a 6-point lead. Let's make it 8. Let's make it 10. Let's go. And, you know, sometimes when you're trying to be aggressive, because I tell the guys, go. You know, I probably say the word go more than anything else at practice, because I want us to play fast. I want us to play up tempo. And, I mean, sometimes you just we practice it. You just kind of expect guys to understand, hey, you know, there's 30 seconds left. We're going to take the last shot.
Well, I tell you, Coach, watching it right from the beginning, the aggressive defense from both teams, but ours especially too, we were so aggressive on our traps in that. And as I told Coach Pettit, the pass is down court, is 2 passes away.
Yeah.
And so you just got to be aware of that. And when once we got out of those traps and looked, we got some easy layups down the court.
Oh, and those were huge, because I tell, and the guys know this. They know that unless they feel the game's put away, you have a choice, a layup or 2 free throws. Come on now, so they took the layups. Then, at the end, we, didn't really have much of a choice because they were fouling us early. But, smart play at the end. I thought the guys did a nice job. They're number 4, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank on his name. Yeah, he took it in, and Gavin was just like, yeah, there's 28 seconds on the clock. We don't want to stop. Don't foul them. So, okay. Some people might have been thinking, hey, I'm like, we got an 8-point lead with 28 seconds. Take your time. He called timeout, which I expected. But then the next time, now you're kind of in a bind because you need 3 possessions and you only have 1 timeout. So, the guys understood that and took care of the ball at the end. And that pretty much is like, well, they're not even going to bother fouling because it was some smart play there by a couple of sophomores.
If I break down the game, I'd have to go through every player because early, and it was senior leadership, obviously, or 2, but watching the guys going after the ball. Allensworth was strong inside. Dolman was strong inside. Robbie Reed, those 3 guys inside. They went 20, 19, and 16 scoring tonight, too. But then free throws, and they didn't get a chance. Did anybody tell you what you made in free throws?
No, about 50%.
I thought you made more than that. It might have been because we missed, I guess we did miss 4 in the last quarter. But it seemed like when we got there, even Caden got up there the first time, it was like, okay, nerves are a little there. But he made the second one. That was so cool.
He did. That was big because, it's one of those that, you'd like to have 2, but at least get 1.
Yeah.
At least get 1 because with the time that was on the clock, we can go 2 for 1. And, we're not going to give up any threes. So at least we're going to try to make sure we don't. But, again, just the learning, the improved IQ, and just, the aggressiveness. I just can't say enough about these guys, how much they've improved from the start of the season.
So what's the plans for next couple of days? Because you've got a big game against Benton, down in Carbondale. So what's the game plan for the next couple of days getting these guys ready?
Well, we shouldn't be back too late tonight, so we'll come in, just have a little shoot around tomorrow, talk about Benton, who we're playing, come in on Sunday. And I tell you what, to be honest, I don't know actually how much we will practice because, Jason's dinged up. We got a bunch of guys that are banged up, and it may just be ice and rest.
Yeah, got to keep the legs fresh.
Yeah.
You're going to be, on a college court.
Yeah.
Come in. That's a little bit longer, a little bit different shot perception.
Exactly.
So.
Yep. So we'll get ready for it.
Good news is
down there for a little shoot around down there in Carbondale.
We'll see what we can do. I don't know because they won't let you on the court. You can't get on the game court.
Okay.
Even the week of, found that out a long time ago when I was checking. Hey, what can we do? What can't we do? Because you don't want to do anything illegal when you're dealing with the IHSA. But we'll see what we can do about. We're going to be checking on food and the gym to just make sure we're ready to go after when we got a long trip.
And the biggest point is, we got the victory tonight. We're moving on. And now, also make sure the bus is working because we do not want to break down the bus on the way to Carbondale.
We're taking a new one here.
Mic drop. We're taking a charter. Thanks, guys.
There you go. Congratulations to Greg Altmix. His comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. When we come back, we'll wrap up the postgame show. Raiders win 72-64. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Kunis Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Kunis Honda.
And Kunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Kunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Kunis makes it easy.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Whole house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
Back here at Pleasant Plains, Wellman and Pettit. Thank Coach Altmix for joining us out here. And yeah, that's one thing you do, want to make sure the bus is driving down there. In fact, that might be time for the Continental, I think. Put the school bus away and take the big bus. So Monday, 7 o'clock, March 9th, Southern Illinois. I wonder if he tried to call Steve Hawkins to try to get on that floor. Of course, Hawkins with the Southern Illinois team is down in St. Louis for the conference championship. That's the AMC, right? I believe, as they're playing Southern Illinois. The Salukis, as we'll be down there. Wow, Coach, good stuff out here tonight. So many pluses from so many, but that's what you want, because you want a team game to put it all together. So when you're after the game, you go, I can't point to one or two people. Like, I can point to a bunch of them, but you really can't point to them because you're like, man, the whole team did the action.
Well, you know, I mean, tonight they had it to where, you know, they went up in spots to where they could have stretched the lead and or, you know, finished this team off. But, you know, a lot of, you know, credit goes to this Rochester team that fought back, you know, and like I say, they just kept running people in and out at us. And, you know, it was a tough game tonight. It was a tough battle, you know, but we came out on top.
And, of course, we're at the Sleep Tight Mobile Studio, brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better bed, less money, Quincy, Jacksonville. That's sleeptightmidwest.com. And also, let me do this one real quick. I usually don't do it in my Hardee's postgame, but I got to catch up. 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen, 601 Main Quincy. OG Sandwiches, they're the fried chicken, signatures, features, and across the street, you've got Atlas Slice, the chef-driven craft pizzas and wings from an open flame, high-heat oven. Wednesday through Saturday for 8 Open. Stop by the door and see when they're open. Thursday through Saturday for Atlas Slice. And, of course, they're both the North Street Promenade out there. So, back here to our action. Woo! Good stuff out here. Glad everybody's been with us tonight. Hope we had some shout-outs there. We forgot maybe a couple as well. Our shout-out to the Lady Raiders on their season, and watch the girls play tomorrow. And we'd like to see Chatham win it all, because that way we can feel a little bit better about the big trophies. But then you go, that could have been our big trophy, so maybe not. But the Raiders will be playing Benton, and I tell you, I did do a little bit of looking on Benton earlier, but we weren't sure if it was going to be Benton or Carterville.
Carterville, yep.
So we kind of did a double look out there, and I don't even know if I got my note right here to even find it. Nope, not enough in the post game, so we'll go ahead and wrap that one up on that. So, well, the Raiders are going to go. They get the sectional final here. We're 30-1, and so 30 victories on the season. We head up to the Super, and, of course, with the victory there, it's Thursday at Champaign. The victory sends you to Saturday for the championship. The loss sends you to later that night for third place. But either way, when you get to that point, it's hardware, and we love it. We love the hardware tonight as well, so congratulations.
Well, you know, the next goal's got to be, you know, another set of nets down at SIU Carbondale. You know, start your net collection, Raiders. You know, that's what you got to do. But it's got to be one game at a time. You know, basically one possession at a time, both offensively and defensively. You know, tonight I thought we had, you know, 10-point lead. They cut it back to 3. You know, got an 8-point lead. They cut it back to tie us. You know what I mean? It's like that. When you get that lead like that, play smart. You know, extend that lead out. You know, make the other team play from behind. Then you can play keep away now. Next year you won't be able to do that. This year you could do that, you know, and shoot layups and free throws, you know, the rest of the game. You know, I thought there was a couple, you know, sections of the game where we didn't take care of the basketball very well, you know, and it cost us. You know, against a better team like a Peoria Manual or something like that, they're going to keep going. And, you know, it's going to be tough. So I think we still have a few things to work on, but, you know, I like what I see with this Raider team. You know, defensively, offensively, except for, you know, miscellaneous possessions, you know, on both ends.
George Schultz liked it too, and of course he said, Doug who? Doug Collins. How about that matchup? Doug Collins against Bernbrocker Schultz. There you go. That'd be a good matchup out there. Hey, last thoughts on tonight then, Coach?
Yeah, let's go get the next one. You know, get some rest. You know, get some shots up. You know, do your mind work. You know, of what Benton's going to try to do to you and how you're going to guard it. And, you know, let's get ready to go and do this.
Sounds like a winner there for Coach Pettit. I'm Jeff Wellman as the Raiders advance with the sectional title here at Pleasant Plains. and advance to the Super Sectional at Carbondale on Monday the 9th at 7 o'clock, and we'll be there for that action as well. For Coach Pettit, I'm Jeff Wellman. Glad you've been with us tonight. Lots of fun out here. The final, QND 72, Rochester 64, and you've been listening to Raider basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com. Good night, everyone.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at MeccaSportsCo.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@MeccaSportsCo, and on Facebook at Facebook.com/MeccaSportsCo. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer-battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.